recording again. So you'll notice that this video is a little bit different. I don't have my signature music playing in the background. I didn't have my usual fancy slide transition. This video is going to be a bit more serious. There's something I really want to talk about. I set on this video decision for a night. I was trying to not make an emotionally charged video. That's why I wanted to make it last night, but I slept on it, thought about it, and here we are. So you guys know that I don't really get personal with you guys much. I try to maintain that boundary of I'm me and I'm just this figure you guys watch to enlighten you or to teach you about the military in a very basic format. That's always kind of what I've been. And also I want to make it known that this video is not to discredit the military in any kind of way. This is not me bringing military down or saying that they're the cause of a problem. It's just something that I really want to talk about, that's all. Because you guys know I love what I do. So that has nothing to do with that. But this video really needs to be made on my account. This video is going to be about mental health in the military, mostly anxiety, PTSD, depression, things of that nature, things that no one really seems to want to talk about until it's too late. And I'm a little sick of that mentality, so I'm gonna say something about it. So, I'm gonna get a little personal with you guys so you guys can relate to me a little bit more, because I've always kind of displayed myself as my life's great, I got nothing going wrong with me, whatever. I want you guys to understand me a little bit more as a person, so that's what I'm gonna do here. So, where do I begin? So, I guess it all goes back to when I was in 4th grade. My family switched schools, and in school I was not a very popular child. People didn't like me very much. I don't want to sit here and complain that I got bullied or I'm crying about it. It's just that people didn't really like me. And whether or not I brought it upon myself or whether it was warranted is, I kind of did. I acted kind of like an idiot, but some of it I felt like wasn't warranted. So, I was not a popular child growing up, put it simply. And then, fast forward a couple of years, about to high school, junior year, family having some issues. My mom passed away from cancer when I was 18 years old. So that was a lot to deal with. And then just so much more in life just kind of hit me kind of more at one time. I had to think about what I wanted to do in life. I had to think about what I wanted. I was working, I had to get a job. I didn't know if I wanted to go to college. Sat on it for about a year. I didn't go to college. And that's why I'm here, of course. And that's why I'm here, and I'm not going to get really in depth with all of my historics about my personal mental ailment, I suppose, but been a lot to deal with, really messed up a lot of past relationships, family issues, it's got me to the point where I overthink and overanalyze everything, where I just sit down and always think of the worst things in every situation. So when someone's even slightly upset with me, I feel like it's the end of the world, or I feel like there's always more I could be doing. You know what I mean? That's just kind of how I am. So when I have a problem, or people are upset with me, I feel like the world's ending, or I feel really bad about it, because I always feel like there's more I should be doing. And that's kind of an issue I have with the military setting. It's just I need to understand that people are going to get upset with me sometimes, and that's okay. That's just how things are. It's just a really weird mentality to have, that I get really upset very easily. And I overanalyze everything, and I just point out the worst in most situations. I'm very negative when I don't really try to be. It's just how I am at this point. I'll let you guys know that I personally I'm seeing a psychiatrist for some of my issues. Again, I'm not going to get too personal with you guys on what is fully happening, but a lot of things just kind of come and hit me at once, and just kind of drags you down, and you really don't know what to do. And if you're like me, what I did was not the right thing to do. I ignored it. I tried pushing it off because I really enjoy what I do, and I didn't want to get pulled from my job or give people a reason to worry about me. I'm one of those people I will lend someone $1,000, right? And if and they give me $10, I'm like, oh my god, no, you don't have to do that. I feel horrible. That's kind of the mentality that I have, where I just have this, I don't like anyone doing literally anything for me, because I just feel horrible about it. I don't know why. I feel bad when people buy me gifts on a holiday. Why did you do that? It's stupid, I know, and I'm not trying to sit here and complain or just, bring down, what people see as their military is, all these tough-minded individuals I'm bringing this up because things have happened. I went into work a couple days ago, and I saw an email that one of the local units on my base, we had another suicide, and there's been, I think, 3 or 4 since I've been here. And then I get on Facebook, I think the very same day, and I see a Facebook article about an airman who also committed suicide. And there's just more and more articles, and it's getting to the point where I want to attack the situation more, because people are so afraid to talk about it or to approach people because they don't know what to say or how to do it. I don't want to give the Air Force answer. I want to give a real answer. It's just that sometimes what these people want is just for someone to really care. I'm not saying this is an end-all be-all answer, but if it were me, right? A lot of times what these people want is just someone to care about them, or just to ask, like, hey, you okay? I know something's going on with you. Don't just care for the sake of the Air Force telling you to care. Care about them because you really want to. And people can tell the difference, I promise you. People are like, hey, are you okay? In my head, I'm like, I know you're just asking because you're asking. Appreciate it, but I know you're just asking because you feel obligated to. Again, it's not like a bad thing. It's just the gesture doesn't mean as much when you know someone's being forced to, just for the sake of all those briefings you get just, shoved down your throat. And those briefings don't amount to much. They really don't. Problem I personally think is that people need to attack this issue more head on instead of reacting to it after people have already left us. That's my thing. It's just I'm getting sick and tired of losing people because they are too afraid to seek help. They think there's no end to their problems, or they just can't handle what's coming down on them at once. And that's the mentality that I have. I'll let you guys know that I'm not going to sit here and self-diagnose myself. I'm not doing that. But I'll definitely say that I'm a very anxious person. I would say that I'm not bipolar, but I'm a little emotionally unstable. I go up and down a little too quick. I get really mad at really stupid things. I get really upset over stupid things. I'm a little emotionally up and down the scale. And I get depressed pretty easily. Again, this is not like written from a doctor. This is my personal thing, right? And the reason I'm saying these things is because I want people to know, in the future generation of people who are going to be coming into the military, which is mostly my audience, people who have not been in or are about to go in, that it is okay to seek help. My leadership has been very good to me about seeking help, not putting me down for it, not giving me crap about it. They encourage it, I promise you. We would much rather you get help on your own than we find out when it's too late. I want you guys, and when you guys are supervisors, when you guys make staff, or when you guys are senior airmen looking after a bunch of younger airmen and you're about to make staff, or you're given that role of look out for your new airmen, right? Or it doesn't matter even if it's just the Air Force. For your battle buddies, for fellow sailors, Marines, whatever it is, I want you guys to look out for each other, all right? I want you guys, when you are in that role, to really take care of your people and understand that sometimes people just can't really rationalize the way they're thinking. They don't understand themselves. It's very difficult to put into words. And one thing that I really want to say, and I'm not doing this for a comparison's sake, I'm saying this because it is true. This is mostly civilian people, it's not just our military. Civilian people usually have the mentality that only people who go down range and get shot at are the ones who have these issues. Now, I'm not taking anything away from those people. They have every right to feel the way they do being in a situation that they've dealt with. This is not taking anything away from them. However, I want people to understand that they're not the only ones who have issues. The people who work like in stateside like I do, who deal with different kinds of things, who deal with the rinse and repeat of day-to-day operation, who deal with when work is getting you down, when family is getting you down, when your relationship is getting you down, and you just feel like you're failing everybody all at one time, and you feel like everything you do is just upsetting more and more people, like people you really like and you really trust, when they even get slightly upset with you or annoyed with you, you're like, my life is over, what am I doing, right? People who think this way, and I understand it because I do, can't grasp the fact that, hey, it's okay to think this way, or hey, it's okay to not be okay. It's just very hard for us to wrap our heads around that. So I want people to attack this issue head on. Like, I want people to not pop that question when they think it's already getting to that point. I want you to look out for these situations and look at your friend, grab him by the shoulder and say, hey, are you okay? Like, do you really need somebody? Really be there, really care because you actually care. That's all I'm really trying to say in this video. And I want to let you guys know, as my audience, I don't even call you guys fans. I just call you guys people that watch me talk about stuff on YouTube. You're not my fans, you're my friends. You're my family. Like, if you need someone to talk to, you're more than welcome to talk to me. You have all my social media down there. If you need someone to talk to, you're more than welcome to talk to me. I don't judge people because I am definitely not one to judge you. I trust you. My life and my are quite... I'm no one to judge you. I'm no one to judge anybody. I don't have any grounds to do that, and realistically no one really does. I promise you, you can talk to me if you really need to. Now, I'm not always here, of course. I have to work and I have to sleep. But, and those are the only times I'd really ever ignore you, or if I have something else going on, and usually there's a good reason for it. Because I have my times too where I just like to seclude myself, but realistically, I try to be there for my audience as much as I can, because I want to help you guys enlist, and I want you guys to know that people in the military, people think that we're robots. People think that when we go through basic training, when we put on our uniform every single day, we're perfect. We don't make faults. And that is so far from the truth. We are people. We deal with depression. We deal with anxiety. We deal with feeling down. We deal with the rinse and repeat of every single damn day. We do it. We get it. I want people to realize that we are people too. And we deal with things as well. Not taking, of course, anything away from those who go down range, but even just people who stay home, or, well, home relatively meaning in the United States, of course, and just deal with the things that they deal with. It's a lot at once sometimes for people, and I don't want to have this passive reaction anymore of we lose people and then we have a briefing on it, or then we care about people's mental health. Of course everyone cares, but it's not really, it declines, then we lose someone again, and then everyone cares, and then, you know what I mean, it's that passive reaction mentality, and I hate that. I want to attack this issue. It's always been a big thing with me. You guys notice that I donate my money to charities like ADAA, Project Semicolon, the Buddy Project. I've donated money to those organizations because they are worth it. I have signed up for the Buddy Project. I got a person I talk with on Twitter every day. She's like she's one of my best friends now. I guess I didn't really plan this video out too well. Again, this is still probably slightly emotionally charged because of what I've been seeing. The main thing I want you guys to take away from this video is just that we are people too, and it's okay to not be okay. You will deal with some things, whatever you deal with in your life, and it's okay. We all have our own problems. I want you to know that when you join, when you enlist, it's okay to want to seek help. It's okay to want to talk to someone. It's okay to go and try and improve your mental well-being, because I would much rather you do that than we lose you. Or I'd much rather we lose you for a shift than we lose you entirely. You see what I'm saying? The trade-off? Your mental health matters so much more. I'd much rather that, personally. Now, I understand the needs of a mission. I totally get that. Trust me, I do. However, I think there's appropriate balance that needs to be made for people's personal lives. You have to find that inner balance, and some people really need to sometimes just take a walk away. As a good friend once told me, a well-oiled machine can't run at 24/7. You can't do that. You need to take time away. Right? So, that's the main thing I want you guys to take away from this, is that we are not robots. We are people too. And that it's okay to not be okay. And that you guys can talk to me whenever you need to. I promise I'll be here. Alright? And I think that's really all I have for this video. My next one won't be as serious as this, but I think all I really have for you guys this week. On a one positive note, I'm going to be streaming a lot more. I finally got my Twitch working, and it's really fun, and I actually really enjoy it. I don't have a cam yet. I don't like the fact that I have to use a Kinect to do that, but I guess I'll have to find a way around that. If you guys know a way to not have to use Xbox Kinect to stream with a face cam, please let me know, because that just seems wildly annoying. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys this week. I'll see you next time I see you.